what does it mean, respect, for you? What do make you feel respected? I want you to think about this, to take, to pause this video and take a moment to think about how you feel respected. What makes you feel respected? Okay? And if you want to, let me know, but think about it. And then I want to take another few minutes and think what makes you feel disrespected. What are the things that make you feel disrespected? Okay, very, very important. And second question, what it means to you, loyalty. What kind of loyalty you are willing to offer to people, and what kind of loyalty you are offering to people, because it's a difference there. Sometimes. And so ask this just yourself: when you ask for your loyalty, what you ask for, and when you offer loyalty, what are you offering? Okay, and do a comparison there. See, but not only on what you think you are what kind of a loyalty you are giving to people, but actually get examples of your own life. Think about situations on your own life where you had to be loyal, and what kind of loyalty you were able to offer, and also when you were not able to offer loyalty. Now, this is very, very important. I want you to understand perceptions. I have been speaking about this, the whole videos I have been recording about this. The perception of things is very, very important. It's very important because it completely changes realities in situations, and that's what on certain connections, on certain relationships, both people involved on that relationship become victims, right? And the other one is like, no, you were the villain and I'm the victim, and the other one is like, no, you are the villain and I'm the victim, because of the perception of things. Okay, now understanding this, and also can be the other way around. Actually, I'm a person that I hate being on a victim place. I hate it. I rather prefer to be the villain, to be the bad person of the situation, than being oh, poor you. I freaking hate that. I hate it. I just cannot. There's people who loves that kind of attention. To me, that's not attention. I just cannot deal with it. I'll get mad. When someone comes towards me, oh, poor you. Hell no. Get out of here. Like, no. I just cannot stand that kind of energy towards me. And I just cannot stand myself living in that kind of reality. So I rather prefer to be the bad person of the story than to be the victim. Like, no, I'm not a victim of no one, especially because victimizing, it really removes your power. Now, villains take advantage of power, like they overuse it, but victims are just giving away their power. And of course, as humans, that doesn't mean I do not have feelings, or I do not feel bad, or I do not feel abused like is on this situation. To be honest, doing these videos for me, it took me long time to record this, to actually publish these videos, because I don't like to feel like a victim. And I'm going to talk to you about this on this video. In this whole story with this person, I tried to make myself to not really be a victim of the whole situation, but I have the sensation that if I would maybe allow the person to to be the bad person of the story, and me being the victim, he would take advantage of me in that situation. I don't know, because I didn't really allow that to happen, but also could be that was some of the mistakes I did made. Maybe I was like on defensive already. This guy, like, to be honest, when we speak, we as humans, we all have feminine and masculine energy. Okay, well, all of us have feminine and masculine. And we women, have our masculine and our feminine, and usually what your own masculine energy does is protect your own feminine energy. So this is what happens when a feminine woman, right, comes along, and let's say you get to know a woman that is very, very feminine. As soon as this woman masculine energy start to feel like his feminine is on that danger, is going to come out with the sword and defend his this woman's own feminine energy, the masculine, right? I don't know if you knew about this, but we need to understand that we have these two, and this is how it works. So how it would look, because we give it, on a spiritual world, we give a lot of spiritual examples, but how it would look on real life. So let's say you already work at your feminine energy. Let's say myself, I work at my feminine energy, I come out, right, and I'm feminine. Let's say with this guy, I'm starting being very feminine. My masculine is like behind in a seat, relaxing, just waiting for this dude to mess it up, to come out my own masculine energy, right? So I have my feminine energy, I'm trusting, I'm this and that, I'm that, and it really depends the resistance of your nervous system, right? How much your masculine is going to stay there waiting for the dude to mess it up, right? So your masculine is like this, like, I'm waiting for you to mess it up. And so for example, with this guy in real life, this actually happened. One of the very first things he started to do wrong with me, that was like a red flag for me, is that he was not constant. And I speak about this because that's such an important thing for me. Perspective, everyone is looking for something different, but for me it's such an important thing, the constancy, because it speaks so good about a person. When a person is constant, it really speaks about in all areas of his life. That means he can, do amazing jobs when working. He can finish high school, university, this, that, he can reach out a success level really fast, especially on a man, because he is constant, right? But this guy was not, and this guy would be very bad with the timing. And also he had that mixed with lies in a way. So the guy would tell me, I'll see you tomorrow at 8, and I'm a person that if you tell me I'm going to be there tomorrow at 8, I'm waiting for you already at 7:50, and this freaking dude would not appear on the whole, I'll become a freaking rock there waiting. And a thing is, like I said, one of the things I hate the most is feeling stupid, and that made me feel so freaking stupid because I trusted him like with this like 3 times or 4, and after that I was like and here is the thing, like, this dude is thinking that other people does not have lives, that you have the time, to be waiting for him 5 hours late, and or even not even appearing, either not even answering the freaking phone. Like, what is this? To me, that's very, very disrespectful. For me, that's one of the biggest. Here is the thing. Remember at first I told you about to think about what is respectful and disrespectful for you, what is loyalty and what is not loyalty for you. Perceptions, perspective, right? Here is the thing. I do work with black magic. I'm a witch. I work with all kind of magics. But specifically when you work with black magic, you need to really have a judge kind of mind, set mind, because that's what black magic does. Black magic put a witch in the place of a judge to judge a situation and be like, okay, these deserve this kind of punishment or this kind of punishment. So you really need to understand. So as a witch that works with black magic, you really need to understand this. What does really deserves to be a punish and what does not. What kind of punish does it deserves, right? Because that's what black magic is. Black magic is the judge the spiritual judge, the non-sin judge. When you go to a court because someone killed, I don't know, your wife, your husband, and the person who killed your wife or husband didn't receive a punish, you go to a witch who works with black magic, and that person would give that people who killed your wife or husband a punishment, right? We're speaking about strong witches. Is a kind of black magic I work. I work with necromancy, or occultism, if you want to call it like that. So it would not be used like small rituals, but actually occultism and actually necromancy. So I can very surely tell you, I do understand the basics, the general basics. It doesn't matter the perception, the general basics that respect have and that being loyal or being unloyal have. Like I know for sure. And you know, and this applies, these are basics apply. It doesn't matter the perception you have or what you are looking for. Okay, so it's very important to understand that those have basics. There's a base that hold the whole pyramid of loyalty, respect. I'm trying to think about more words that have to do with it. I just came out with this too. Why? I don't know. So that, right? So when this guy started to do those things, my masculine started to kind of like raise up, like, you know, like a horse when it's like mad that you can hear the breathing. Now the thing with myself is that I have an extreme loving, very Kuan Yin kind of feminine energy, right? Very kind of like a Kuan Yin type of energy. But my masculine is very Achilles-like. Have you ever watched the movie Achilles? I think it's how you pronounce it. Is this semigod Achilles, the one, you know, that the story says that the goddess says hold him from the this part. Let me see. This part of the this part, and he put it to make him immortal, but he was mortal used on that part, right? And they exactly like send a something, they hit it there, and they kill him just because of that, but he was immortal. All his body used that part, Achilles. Oh, after my theatrical performance, I hope you know who I'm talking about. Achilles. I guess I'm going to you know, look on Google and put the name here. Achilles, so you can know who I'm talking about, because I'm like, I always, I don't know, I remember that it is said the same on English and Spanish and on Greek, Achilles, because Spanish is Latin, so Greek, they have Latin, and you say it, Greeks used to say it how you say it on Spanish, which is Achilles, right? But with more accent, Achilles. And I'm pretty sure it's said the same way on English, but I'm not sure, because people never understand me who I'm talking about, or either he's not that famous, and I thought he was famous, but seems like probably not. Well, I thought everyone knew about them because I grew up with Greek stories. My grandfather and my dad, they love Greek history, and I grew up like hearing a lot of Greek stories, right? As a child is what I were told, the Greek stories about, you know, Darius, Alexander Magnum, all that kind of stories. And so I grew up with all these type of stories. Also Greek gods and goddesses, this and that. So that's why I have kind of like some knowledge about it. So yeah, my masculine, I really feels like you have to watch the movie, so you can understand how I'm a manifestor. The type of energy I have, and this energy really moves strongly through masculine. Manifestor type of energies have a very strong masculine energy, but because I'm a woman, I also such a big, amazing feminine, nurturing feminine energy also, right? So my masculine is extremely masculine, but my feminine is extremely feminine. So with this guy, my masculine, gosh, phone calls. Like, I hate it. Well, I hope the video is not it won't start to look kind of like blurry or whatever, because when cows enter, then the videos start to look like that. But yeah, so I have these two extremes, right? And this guy had my masculine already like a mad horse breathing very heavy. Like, my masculine was already like that, and I was obligating like my masculine, like, calm down, calm down, calm down, it's okay, we have to work the feminine energy, allow the feminine to, to do things by herself. Hey, chicken. But this guy really I had to hold my masculine like a lot with him, because, and I think I said this on one of the first videos, I obligated myself to trust him, which now I really regret. I should never do that, and he really did get me on a very bad moment for myself. And very, very, very positive for him to do all the trashy things he did to me. But I really had to hold my masculine a lot, like really speak to my masculine and be like, calm down, it's going to be okay. It's not the end of the world, we can do it. There was a point where, and it was almost when, almost like a few weeks or a month, he blocked me and exploded the whole things in the most traumatic, horrible way possible. So like a month before, there was a moment where I could not hold my masculine anymore. Like, my masculine was like, I'm done. And my feminine was, I'm done. And my feminine went from very Quan Yin type of energy. Go and check out Quan Yin's story if you want to understand who she is. She's an Asian goddess, to a Kali, which is a very, very, dark goddess energy. So my feminine transformed into a very Kali type of feminine energy, and my masculine was like, no, I'm sorry, you cannot hold me anymore, right? So probably like it could be like 15 days, maybe like a week probably. He only delayed with the start of it, and then he boom exploded things. Now he is very intuitive. Not only that, but our souls are like this. His soul and my soul are like this. The only thing is that I don't know, but I feel like he is not that aware of it, and I am aware of it. Like, I still channel his energy, like, still. I do still channel his energy. I still channel his feelings. I still channel him. Although I have a lot of time without connecting with him, I still channel him, and I'm very sure he always channeled me too, but he's just not aware of it, or he do not recognize it, and maybe he's just like thinking that he's thinking about me, or that he's like remembering me. But the reality is that we both channel each other. The only thing is that I'm aware of it. I can recognize it. I can recognize when it comes from him, and probably he don't. So I want to mention this. I have a very, very good friend, right? And I have been having a friendship with this guy since 2017, and it's a long distance friendship, right? He's from Russia, and we become amazingly friends, like amazing friends. This guy, I also channel this guy a lot, like since first. Also, this friend of mine, I did dream him before getting to know him. Like, I dream him, his face, and then like a month or 2 months after, I get to know him. This very good friend of mine, and he's from Russia. And he's an amazing man, very smart, amazingly. And I love him with all my heart. And like I said, it's a long distance friendship, an amazing friendship. I feel like, okay, this friend of mine have a very similar type of energy, listen to me, energy, to this dude we're speaking about who break my heart, energy. but he have, because also both of them are INFJ. Like this friend of mine is INFJ, and this, which is very curious, INFJs are like the less kind of people you're going to find on this world. And I don't know why I attract a lot of INFJs. Like this guy who broke my heart is INFJ. My brother is INFJ, and my best friend is INFJ. And I'm like, why I have never met an INTP like myself? Like there is so little amount of INFJs, and I know 3 of them. Like INTPs attract a lot of INFJs. I don't know what he said, but we do attract INFJs a lot. The thing is, they have a very similar energy, but the thing is that with this guy who broke my heart, there was a moment where I sit down and I was like, here, this guy who this dude who broke my heart, right? I have him close. I can spend time with him. I can socialize with him, this and that. My best friend is on Russia long distance, and they have a very similar energies. And I was like, but why I am not able to trust this dude, or to. It's because you have that feeling with this dude. I would have that feeling like, don't trust him, and I had to obligate myself. And then with my best friend, it was very natural, right? Very natural. And I was like, why cannot it be like that with this dude? Why cannot? And at the end of the day, it was just my nervous system telling me, you cannot trust him. Like because they have a similar energy, that doesn't mean they both are good persons. Yes, they do have a very, very, very similar energy. The thing is that my best friend is the healthy version of it, and he is the worst version of it. And although he have the capacity to be the best version, just like my friend on Russia, and as my friend on Russia could be his worst version, like this dude, they still were different versions of this kind of energy, because they have a lot of things in common, right? Like a lot of things in common they do have. Still, like I said, was my nervous system just telling me this is the worst version of that energy, like don't trust him. And although I once a bit of face him with an indirect about becoming a better person, about being persistent on things. For example, when you're persistent on something and you're like, I really, really want to make something on life. This guy on Russia, he have three careers. I really feel like this video is all over the place. I have a lot of information, different types of information and different types of stuff. So it's because, like I said, it's hard for me to speak about this. I don't like to speak about this. But like I said, if you can make money with it, you can help people. When you can make money with something, it's because you can help people. So that's why I decided to speak about this, because I was like, not only is going to help me financially myself, like I'm going to get something good of all this freaking mess, but also I'm going to be able to help people, right? And I do have a lot of subjects about this. It's just that my mind is kind of like messy, and I don't really like to write and then just read what I write. But I prefer to go with the flow, like the information coming just as it, like express the information as it is coming through my head, and just be myself, so you can actually connect with who I am, right? Because this is who I am, this is how I actually speak, and this is how I actually am on real life also, so you can connect more with me. And I know it's a lot of people who connects with the way I speak, with the way I express, and also with the way I read the tarot. By the way, many people at this point may be asking, and if you read tarot, why you didn't knew this? Is because I never did a tarot reading about this. Like I wanted life to surprise me, use life to to just live life without knowing what's coming. which also I kind of regret. But you know, everything happened for a reason, and I guess I'm going to leave this video here, and I'll just call it a chit chat with me, different subjects, this, that, and that. By the way, many people may be asking if I'm going to do these videos on Spanish. I'm not. I don't want to speak about this twice. I don't want to. So it's going to be on English only. And right now I'm putting a bit more effort on my English channel, because I really have been seeing the English channel moving very slow. Maybe because my English is not that good and I have kind of like problems expressing, and it's a lot of absence of words on my vocabulary, which I could really use to express better, but it's hard to think on different language. So you know, I really want to make this channel grow. So although the Spanish channel is the one who pays me, because it's the page I have monetized, I really want to make this English channel, this English community grow. That's why you'll see more posts here than on the other one. And so please, if you're not subscribe, activate the bell button. And I don't know, at the first I was telling people that maybe I was, you know, I wanted to do this on the Spanish channel, which is kind of like a little, how are those called? When you give something, you give a gift to your subscribers, to your family members of your channel, because this is what you are to me. You are a family member on this channel. So I was wanting to do that on Spanish, because like I said, it's the page I haven't monetized. But I would not, you know, on Spanish I have people all over the world Spanish speaking, which is Spain, Mexico, Colombia, Cuba, Argentina, Venezuela, a lot of places, you know. And sending through mail, it would be harder to send mail to such far places of the world, but it could be way easier on the English channel, because mostly it's people from USA, right? So it will be way easier to send something through mail. So I'm thinking about doing that, doing a little gift. So if you want to let me know, I don't know, what would you like to receive, or what would you like me to give? Because it could be as a tarot, as an oracle, or it could be, you know, a free tarot reading, or it could be a free ritual, or it could be some classes for learning to read the tarot. You know, could be so many different things I can give. So send me a message and let me know what would you like me to give, right, to this community on English. And because I'm thinking about it, I really want to do it. So like I said, subscribe, activate the bell button so you can. So it really means to me a lot. It means a lot to me that I will receive your support, your subscribe, your thumbs up. And yeah, it means a lot to me. Thank you so much for all the love I receive here. And like I have always said, if I'm helping at least one person, like 1,000 people can listen to these videos or to the work I do. But if I'm helping at least one person, at least one, I'm doing my job already. And that's what it makes me happy, because just changing one life, it means changing one entire world, because every person is a world. And although many people would really, you know, underestimate this, it means a lot, because already changing one person's life, you're already changing one world. So yeah, I hope you like it. Be good, and if you're going to be bad, invite me. Bye bye.